I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down.
Okay, so Macbeth walks into a moor. But seriously, he meets three witches there. Witches, W, not a B, WB, Animaniacs, great show. Okay, so he walks into this moor, which is a swampish type area. There's these three old women, as we have mentioned, but now with more detail.
Well, Banquo, your hat is looking very nice today.
Well, Macbeth, you're probably going to kill me.
Those three witches right there.
My God, you cannot count for it. Right.
Do you have any prophecies for us? Do we ever?
King hereafter. Banquo. You'll have sons who will be kings. You don't.
Well, Macbeth and Banquo, we both treated the witches skeptically until we got home, and Duncan indeed named me Macbeth. Thanks.
Let me stop you right there, kid.
All right.
Now you may continue.
All right. Kind of angry that the Prince of Cumberland has been named after I was just given the title Thane of Cawdor. I'm really uncertain about what to do with the king. So I just go ahead and eat with Duncan.
Well,
So-
we all eat.
I send a letter home to my fair lady Macbeth, who's a treacherous viper. But anyway, Lady Macbeth's not so
A
certain.
real darling.
Very darling. She tries to override my uncertainties and tell me to kill him. And so we plot to kill Duncan at our house. We get them roaring drunk, and then after the
Roaring.
whole roaring, after
There was
the
so much
entire,
roaring.
so much roaring. We were like lions in that party.
Right.
After all that
Tigers
roaring,
and bears, oh my.
oh my, drunk tigers and bears.
Drunk.
After we were all so drunk, I went and I slipped past the
Fundamental
Chamberlains and I killed Duncan.
Well.
It's kind of awkward killing him though, because his name is Duncan. And I was thinking of donuts, and I thought donuts were so very good.
Stabbing donuts is just
And then I thought we run on him so we can bury him and run on him. So it works either way.
Oh.
Yes.
That was
So I
morbid.
blame it on the drunken Chamberlains to get out of everything. I'm just such
Always
a smooth.
blame the drunken chamberlains.
Blame those drunken Chamberlains.
Big God.
Yes.
If I had a nickel for every time I blamed them chamberlains.
Before, Lady Macbeth was about to kill Duncan, but
That.
she said he
Oh,
looks
it's
like her
silly.
father, which is kind of weird. And so all I see is a hallucination of a bloody knife, and I'm moaning and whatnot. Blah blah blah. So I kill Duncan, and then I leave.
Three
I'm-
times?
3 times.
My
I kill
God.
him over and over and over again.
Oh my God! Stab!
I'm covered in blood, completely drenched in it, and I have a knife. And so my fair lady returns to frame these fair, drunken, roaring chamberlains. They were roaring while they were sleeping.
Here you go. Which is fairly creepy.
Yes. And so I say that they killed them. Makes perfect sense, even though they were their guards. Anyway.
Hi, I'm Lady Macbeth, and I'm going to frame these people for killing Duncan.
That's too much of a shame.
It does.
Malcolm and Donalbain, they flee, which makes it look even better for me.
Macbeth, King, Banquo, getting suspicious.
I'm
That-
kidding. This is my crown.
Walking here with Fleance, announcing everything I do. Hey, Fleance, what's going on? You're looking awfully feminine for a son, but okay.
I'm a murderer.
Oh my God!
I'm
Run,
gonna kill you.
Fleance.
No.
Oh, ow. Oh.
Darn it.
That
Fleance got away.
Banquo's ghost at the supper table. Macbeth is all like, "Hey, Banquo's ghost," and people are like, "Who you talking to?" And he's all like, "Banquo's ghost," and Lady Macbeth's like, "He's just crazy." And then they were like, "No." Okay, so that made no sense. But he's totally crazy, raves, rants, goes on for a bit. As Mom would say, he's a bit touched. He goes to see witches. He went to see some witches. And he was like, "Hey, witches, y'all worked out so well for me last time, you know, making me crazy and all, that I thought I'd come back and ask you for some more. And they're like, no, we shouldn't tell you these things. And they spoke like that because they're old and crinkly. And he was like, no, you're gonna tell me these things.
Because I'm King of Scotland.
Okay, so, and they're like, okay, we'll show you these apparitions. And then, I've enjoyed their sound. So, he's having these apparitions, and his head comes up, and it's like, beware Macduff, and he's like, okay.
Beware Macduff! Beware the Dane of Fife! Beware! Beware!
Okay, so he comes up, this bloody child, and he's all like, no person of woman birth will kill you. Okay, so, and then the next one, this child with a tree, and a crown comes up, and he's like, I'm holding a tree. And Macbeth's like, get to the point. And he's like, okay. He's like, once this tree moves up your hill, Dunsane Hill, Burnham Wood, moves up, there we go, and you're going to die. And he was like, trees can't move. And then...
You can't recruit the trees.
You can't recruit trees. Nobody recruits trees anymore.
George Bush couldn't recruit trees.
And George Bush tries he would.
He tried.
So, let's go. Fourth. There was 8 kings. Last one has a mirror, and he's like, "I looks fabulous." And then Ghost of Banquo comes after that, and he's like, "I'm the Ghost of Banquo again." And they're like, "Stop announcing what you are." And then so they like move on, and Macbeth is like, "Well, that was interesting, I guess." And so he leaves, and he's feeling all good. And then he gets back to the castle. This was him walking, by the way. Just thought I'd mime that out, because he walked places. Well, my life is going great. Got all these soldiers going. Man, things are just peachy.
Oh, by the way, your family's dead.
of green, red roses too. I see them blue.
Don't cry. Be a man. Don't cry. Macbeth,
Golly, Rob!
What a wonderful world.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go kill Macbeth. Alan, ow!
I see skies of blue.
Lord.
You sissy.
I'll cry again, Dave.
You sissy, you Macbeth. Be a man, you sissy.
Say goodnight.
Stop crying.
Everyone going, everyone is this.
And so he gets back to the castle, and they're all like, Lady Macbeth kind of killed herself. And he's like, you know what? I'm not too worried. I'm like this immortal godly guy. But so he's like, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And he like popped his collar a little bit, and he walked around, and he was all confident. And then this one guard is like, hey, Macbeth, you might want to come out here. And he's like, alrighty. Then he kind of looks, and he notices
There are trees moving up
there
the
are
hill.
trees moving up those.
Zombie trees. Oh, yeah. We're going up Dunsane Hill. La 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 la. Attack Macbeth. Oh, my God.
Like, I'll go down there and fight. He goes down there and he's fighting. He's killing. Everybody's fighting and killing. Then he runs into Macduff, and so he kills Macbeth.
I'm Macbeth. I'm C-section. How ironic.
That was surprisingly easy. And then he comes back holding his head.
Take a picture.
Take a picture. And Malcolm becomes king. Benevolent, yay. They lived happily ever after.
Except for the people who died.
Except for all those dead.